Hey guys, it's time to do a full review of the Samsung Galaxy C5, the latest C series from Samsung. The main special thing about this C series is that they have metallic build quality, they have an upgraded 16 megapixel camera, and also they have 4 gigs of RAM. So, they are basically a high-end phones with a mid-range chipset. So that's just a simple definition of these Galaxy C phones. So this phone costs around $450, at least where I live. So that's a lot of money, but is it worth it or not? I'm going to be talking about in this video completely. So starting off from the build quality, you can notice that with $450, you're getting a pretty high-end build quality. It's full metallic and it's full premium, feels good in hand, looks shiny, attractive, premium, you can say. So you got your volume rocker on the left side, you got your power button on the right side, you got all your essentials are down here: the speaker, grill, the charging port, and also the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So this phone does support fast charging, so you can charge up to 50% in just 30 minutes. And on the top, you got the microphone along with the Qualcomm sticker, and on the back, you got the 16 megapixel camera with dual LED flash and the Samsung logo. Of course, you cannot remove the back, it's fixed. And also you got 8 megapixel camera on the front. It does support the micro SD card / the dual SIM card support, but you cannot put these three things at the same time because there's no separate tray for the micro SD card. So which means that you can either put one SIM card and one micro SD card, or 2 SIM cards. So yeah. And Samsung's natural design language is there. You got your home button, which does have fingerprint sensor, and which is surprisingly slow, I have to say. I mean, it takes some time. You can see it can be improved with the software update, but it does take some time. Maybe I'm used to the Huawei P9 Lite, But anyways, here is a quick comparison between the iPhone 6 and the Galaxy C5. Here on the back, you can see the antenna bands that look similar to each other, but I'm pretty sure that nobody's gonna say if you're using C5 outdoors, nobody's gonna say that you're using like an iPhone clone. I'm pretty sure about that because it's not a completely they don't look completely like each other. So they have a little bit of similarities, but not a big deal. Okay, so moving on, I'm just gonna quickly unlock the phone. And you can notice that we have a beautiful 5.2-inch Super AMOLED display. Now you guys know what Super AMOLED display quality is. It's like the best display, smartphone display ever. In my opinion, the colors are nice. Outdoor visibility is great. It has really, really sharp colors. So I have to say, I'm pretty much satisfied with the display quality overall. And it gets really bright. You can see the brightness is like on the middle. If I do it like this, you can see it's too bright for my camera to focus, so I'm just gonna have it in the middle. So again, for the price, 5.2-inch 1080p Super AMOLED is a great option. The software wise is coming with Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow. TouchWiz UI is there. Again, some people like TouchWiz UI, some people don't, but if you don't, you can install any custom launchers and customize your experience. But overall, you're not gonna be having any problems. It's like pretty optimized. TouchWiz has improved a lot, and of course it's a new phone, so it's gonna get the update of the Android N. I'm pretty sure about that. So if we just quickly take a look here from the lock screen, you have like 2 shortcuts, phone and the camera. And again, you got the when you unlock, you got some home screen, you got like a separate app drawer to access different applications, and you can also quickly uninstall them with this this minus button. And then also, this is how your quick setting area looks like. Lots of option. One thing that is kind of new here is that the screen capture option here, which you can quickly press to capture the screenshot. A lot of people, they get problems with their buttons. You have to like hold down the combination of buttons, but this is like a simple way to take the screenshot, which is nice. This is how the main setting looks like. Pretty similar. If you have used any Samsung phone in the past, then definitely there's not going to be any problem. You are already used to this UI, so it can be a boring thing But again, yeah, it's sweet, it's cartoonish. And also moving on to the processor. This comes with Qualcomm Snapdragon 617 with 4 gigs of RAM. Now, when it comes to the benchmark scores, pretty decent, I should say. But real life performance wise, you're not going to notice any lag. This thing just flies through applications. The speed is just amazing, and 4 gigs of RAM is pretty killer, for multitasking. Again, I'm going to be comparing it to high-end phones like the S7 speed-wise, so please stay tuned for those videos. But again, you're not going to notice any lag, and for most people, if they're going to use like 4 or 5 applications at the same time, this phone should be able to hold them up in the memory without breaking a sweat. So it's a high-performing phone, I should say, for the price. Taking a look at the camera, you can see the UI is very similar to the top-end phones like the Galaxy S7. You got your modes here: Auto, Pro, Panorama, Food, and other stuff. There is no option for slow motion video recording. Keep that in mind. And also, this is, of course, 16 megapixel camera, but it cannot record up to 4K. Keep that in mind also. There's a Pro mode which you can use to, of course, control the other stuff like white balance and stuff like that. Overall picture quality wise, I should say it performs good. It has f1.9 aperture size, so it does a good job even in low light situations. Also, it has a nice picture quality in nighttime. I should say for the price, it is doing a great job. You cannot expect, or you cannot expect from Samsung to put like their main camera in this phone. They don't want to make it as good as the Galaxy S7, but 16 megapixels still. There's like something that I would expect, at least 4K video recording, but still this camera can record up to 1080p. It's like a marketing trick. This camera performs very similar to their old phones, the Galaxy A8, which had the 60 megapixel camera. Can't really see a big change here. And also on the front, you got 8 megapixel camera for the selfie, which provides a little bit improvement over the 5 megapixel selfie camera of the Galaxy S7, what I've seen. If you talk about the battery, it comes with a 2300 milliamp hour battery size. So with that battery size and a 5.2-inch 1080p display, it will give you a fair amount of battery time. Of course, I'm making a separate video on this battery topic because it's something that I want to thoroughly test out. So depending on your usage, this phone will be able to survive up to 1 day. For my usage personally, I watch YouTube videos, I occasionally play games. It cannot survive up to 1 day, I'm pretty sure about that. But if you're someone you're going to use like a Wi-Fi, you're not going to watch YouTube videos all the time, you're not going to play games that much, it should be able to give you a 1 day of usage. Or maybe you have to charge this phone at the end of the day. But again, I'm going to be doing a separate video on this battery topic. So overall, is this a good phone to buy? I should say, if you're really interested in new 2016 phone, then yeah, it's a good phone. But again, this price range might be too much for some people. You might prefer Nexus 6P, but which costs a little bit more, at least where I live, but you might be getting that phone cheaper. But if you are getting Nexus 6P cheaper, obviously Nexus 6P is actually a better choice, the camera and all that stuff. But like I said, here Nexus 6P is not cheap. It's more expensive compared to the Galaxy C5, but a lot of people mostly that are interested in these phones, the new series, is because of the build quality. 4 gigs of RAM with mid-range chipset. I have yet to put it in comparison with other phones in terms of speed-wise. But like I said, that's going to be a video to enjoy. It's still gonna be able to play all the games. It's gonna give you really smooth usage. All the apps will work fine, smoothly, no problem with that. So again, like I said, if you're really concerned about buying new 2016 phones, then this is the phone that you can buy, and definitely it's gonna be worth your money. But again, you can spend your money in a more better way if you don't care about getting older 2015 phone. Like I said, Nexus 6P, if it's available cheaper, then it can be a better deal. So yeah, let me know what more videos you want to see. That was a full review of the Samsung Galaxy C5. Other small details that I should mention here is the speaker. It sounds pretty nice, like the Galaxy S7. It's pretty on par with the S7, I should say. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Again, let me know what more videos you want to see, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.